So, I finished the first draft edits, but applying them is a different story. And going through the first draft edits, I've only made it through the prologue and the first chapter. Why, you may ask? Because upon applying the edits I made, I'm adding a crap ton more words. And I'm loving every moment of it. Let me show you. This is how it looks right now. So I still got a long way to go. And these are all the post-its that I have gone through so far. And I still got a lot more to go. And I'm looking forward to it regardless. I find that as I'm going through these edits and applying the more words, it's making me love the story more. It's like it's reviving it all over again. I mean, I love the story to begin with, and now I guess the best way to describe it is when you're giving birth to your first child and then giving birth to your second child. If you're a mom, you understand. When you give birth to that first child, you just are overwhelmed with so much joy and you just cry. And that's what happened with me when I had my son, my first child. I cried the moment he was handed to me after he was born. Just the tears did not stop. I didn't even know they were coming. They just came and I cried. And then when I had my second baby, years later, my daughter, I didn't cry. But I was so damn happy. I just couldn't stop smiling. I was some type of freak that just turned into the Joker after the first movie because she took the shampoo that she wasn't supposed to use and it made her happy. And that's how I feel with the second draft of Valkyrie. The first draft was me giving birth and I'm crying for it. And second draft is me giving birth all over again. And I'm just happy about it. I'm happy with the words I'm putting out so far. Granted, I'm only prologue and chapter in. We'll see how the rest of the story goes. I have a long way to go. But I'm feeling really, really confident about it. Another update. The cover is done. It is so damn beautiful. Oh my God. It is so fracking downright most beautiful cover I have had for any of my books so far. And if you're looking at this book right here, yeah. I thought that was my most beautiful cover, and nope. No one for Valkyrie surpasses. And I'm all for it. I can't wait. I'm so glad I went with this cover designer. She knew exactly what I was looking for. She knew exactly what idea I wanted. I only had to work on this with her for like 2-3 days tops. That's it. And it was done. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to go for weeks and weeks because my previous cover artist, we went at it for weeks, possibly months before we found the same vision. And now, this new one, she knew exactly what she was doing. She knew exactly what I was looking for. It was just amazing. And I am looking forward to working with her again. In case you didn't know, Valkyrie is going to be a series. So I'm going to going back for her for the other books. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be 4 books plus a novella. But we'll see. It could be more, or I could decide just to make it less. I don't think I'm going to make it less. But we'll see. Anyway. It is October 2nd. I'm going to be spending this month doing these edits, potentially going into November. My goal at this point is to get it done by December 1st. Why? Because I'm going to want a break. Most authors take breaks in December because of obvious reasons. It's the holiday season, you know? They want to spend time with their families. They've been writing their asses off the whole year. We need a few weeks. And that's the goal. December 1st, get the second draft done. And then when the second draft is done, we'll go from there. And my birthday is in a week. By the time you see this, it's probably already been my birthday. But I am turning 40. I know, I'm over being melodramatic. I'm overreacting. It's just freaking 40. But it's always when you hit a new decade. I did not hit my 20s well, but that was for a whole nother reason that I won't go into here. 30s was a bit better, and I enjoyed my 30s. And right now I just feel like Aunt Viv and Fresh Prince about turning 40. So dreading it. But I'm also looking forward to it. And who knows, maybe I'll show you guys a little video of how it went. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue my edits. I'll show you guys a little bit of what went on for the month of October. And I'll see you soon. So this right here is a new keyboard I got, along with the mouse right here. I use that for work. But this keyboard, I'm in love. Did you hear that clicky clack? I love it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Now, I am not a Minecraft fan. Keep that in mind, please. It's just that my husband, the wonderful man that he is, got this for free through a system he's a part of, and he decided to give it to me. And I love it. I can't get enough of it. It is, it just makes you want to keep going when you write, hearing those clicky clackies. For those of you who know, you know. I am probably going to put stickers over these Minecraft logos, or I might just take apart these keys and paint the whole thing. I haven't decided, because yeah, I'm not a Minecraft fan, but it doesn't bother me that much. I might just leave it alone. Who knows? It depends on how I feel. But yeah. And I got a haircut, as you can see. And it's October 27th. Making some good progress, if I do say so myself. Just give you guys a little update here. I'm just doing the daily grind. I am up to chapter 15 on my progress of edits. According to my word count, I'm at over 27,000 words. And when I did the calculations, I've added over 5,000 words. Pretty impressive, yeah. I'm only a quarter of the way, not even a quarter of the way through the book. Well, like a third. Okay, I'm a third of the way book. The book's 50 chapters, I'm up to 15, so yeah, like a third away, yeah. Anyway. Aside from that, I'm sure you've noticed, I'm not 40. Yay. I'm not gonna lie, I did that little mini freak out moment when it happened, but it just was, it was a great day. Got to spend it with my family in a very beautiful, spooky place, and couldn't ask for anything better. Give you a little glimpse of how I'm doing with these edits. I took post-it notes for a lot of stuff. That's how many I've gone through so far. It's still got a little bit left too, so we'll see. I'm keeping that stack right there so I can give you guys a final tally. Yeah. But a few things I've been thinking about with this book. I have only ever had one or two beta readers for my previous books, which are fine. You know, these are my ride or die people, and I love them. I trust them when it comes to reading my stories. But because Valkyrie is so, it's my baby. Valkyrie is my freaking baby. I used to think my other books were my babies, but no, this one is just like, this is my heart. This is my soul as a writer. This is me on a fracking plate. I'm sure I'm going to say that about one of my other books in the future, but for now, this is that book for me. And I figure, while it's still in its early stages, might be a good time to look for some beta readers. So I'm going to be looking into that, looking into getting some beta readers. By the time you see this video and you're interested, let me know. I'm going to continue on with the edits. I guess you could say I've gotten through a lot of the easier part when it comes to Valkyrie. First third of the book is just, you know, the meet cute. Even though my characters kind of already know each other, it's the meet cute. I am about to get into a chapter that is tough. That is revealing a lot of stuff. It can be a little traumatic to some, so. And if memory serves, certain parts of this chapter and future chapters that I wrote brought tears to my eyes. So we'll see if I can get through it without crying. Not making any promises. But I'm going to continue on. And while I continue on, let me show you about my trip to Jerome, where I celebrated my 40th birthday. And it is now November 2nd, to be exact. And where am I at? Well, I am on chapter 20. And according to my word count, I am over 41,000 words edited and over 10,000 words added. I'm not even halfway through the book. The book is 50 chapters plus prologue and epilogue. I finished chapter 19 yesterday, and over 10,000 words have been added. And I know I'm going to be adding more. So, for the rest of the month, I will be working on these edits, and fingers crossed, I managed to get them done by December 1st, as I discussed previously. I'm feeling pretty confident, you know, it's just stories grabbing me so much. I want to spend all my time working on it if I can help it. And if I have these little breaks in between work, I'm working on it. I got time in the morning, I'm working on it. If I got time any time during my day, I'm working on it. That's just how invested I've become into this story with the second draft. So I'm really, really excited. the sticky note stack has, of course, increased. And don't have that much left, but I still got a long way to go. Halfway through the book, I got tired of using the stickies, but I still did use them from time to time, just not as much as I did in the first half. But it's going to be an interesting time. November is a pretty laid back month, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, you've got the start of the holidays, and you also got the start of Thanksgiving, and everything's winding down, but it also just goes by in such a blur. I mean, October went down fast. I was like, what? It's Halloween already? And then 2 days later, I'm here talking to you guys. But overall, been a pretty productive month. Aside from finishing my edits, I am going to be doing something pretty interesting here. I bought myself a thing of DIY ornaments. And these ornaments I'm going to be making for my advent calendar that I do every year on Instagram. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with TikTok now that I'm trying to get more involved there. And each ornament is going to be a little teaser into Valkyrie. Try to get some hype up there. So that's going to be fun. Maybe I'll show you guys a video of how I did them. Regardless, I'm going to go back to my edits, and I'll see you guys in December. Until then, have a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and just enjoy your month of November. Bye.